Tell me how you doing, and I'll tell you a story about a Revenant. This is Luxeley. I'll playing some Guild Wars 2. Until next time. Okay, today's question. Here's the question I want to ask you guys. What feature do you want to see in the next expansion pack of Guild Wars 2? Now, the next expansion pack could be a year and a half away, 2 years away. I really don't know what cycle Guild Wars 2 is going to abide by. World of Warcraft abided by a 2-year cycle. Pretty much. Guild Wars 2 might abide by a 2-year cycle, maybe even a 3-year cycle. I don't know. But these MMOs do tend to copy from each other, and when they do copy, they take a feature, they improve it. What is it that you would like to see in Guild Wars 2? What kind of feature? Is it a new playable race? Is it a new profession? Is it some other kind of feature that you'd like to see? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. I do respond to comments, so as long as you speak intelligently, you're not insulting, things don't start off with, Luxy, you're a douchebag. I'll basically respond. Or, of course, if occasionally I do delete a few comments because they piss me off, but whatever. I'm human. What do you expect? Like, this thing I'm fighting is not human. It's an earth elemental, and he looks kind of tough. He looks like he's out of a sci-fi movie, and now he looks like a row of blocks. Thanks for playing. Moving right along. Another thing creature. He looks like the Thing, except, the Thing who got in a big fight with a bottle of bleach, and he's all white. Let me know your thoughts if I got that right. I think I do. I like how they give that little tag at the bottom of these NPCs that you fight, of these mobs that you fight. Like, it says, like, they're heavily armored, or, bites and claws and different things like that. I think it's a good addition. I know I'm sounding a bit facetious, but that is certainly not my intent. I think it's a good addition. I like that kind of thing. Oh, this looks like a maze. Hey, bro, how's it going? He's not friendly. Uh-oh, being followed by a centaur. So the thing is, he just left, so this should just be really easy for me to pick up this hero point. Yep. I'm gonna do my hero point thing. I'm a hero. It's interesting how every single MMO takes this concept of hero, and they go in different places with it, but it's always that concept: you're the hero, you're the guy, you're the dude. Just my thoughts, I don't know. Oh, 2 centaurs. Rah! Uh-oh. Let's see if this is a fight. Now there's 3 of them? Uh-oh. I hate it when they don't, when you fight 3 of them, they, like, one stuns you, then the other one stuns you, and then the third one stuns you. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Especially when you're stuck in a 1v3. But we get out of it okay. With 78 health. Oh no. Quick heal in a roll, and what happens? How did he get more health? Oh, he had a lot of health. I'm the one that has no health. Uh-oh. I know. I'm not a pro. I never said I was a pro. I did it was probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago. I popped up a engineer PvP video. Now, I don't mainly play an engineer. I kind of been dabbling with all the classes, and that's part of my problem because I just can't be focused and really learn a particular class, and I'm gonna have to do that if I want to take things seriously. But that's where the fun is for me. It's always been playing different classes in MMOs. Where's the fun in an MMO for you? Tell me what it is you like to do most in Guild Wars 2, or even some other MMO. If you're a dude who stumbled on this video thinking about playing Guild Wars 2, tell me what it is you like to do most in any given MMO. There's something that really just, piques your interest, you're going to log in, and instead of logging in and figuring out, oh, gee, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do? You log in with a purpose. What is that purpose? What is that thing that you set out to do? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. I don't know what it is for me. I know in World of Warcraft, for example, I'm very big on the PvP. I've had a very bad experience with Guild Wars 2 PvP. Now, I know I'm not the best player. I never claimed to be. I'm not even close to being a pro. I wouldn't even say I'm above average. I'm probably average on my best day. That's a fair assessment. And the fact is that, the matchmaking was horrible. Now, they did change it again. I haven't participated in the last season. I took a break just simply because, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I don't like losing 14 battlegrounds or 14 arenas in a row. I don't. I really don't. I'm not used to it. That's not me. I know the strats. I know the maps. I know my class fairly well, or my profession fairly well. I don't like losing 14 in a row. I constantly feel like it's a hockey game and it's a 4v5. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Somebody quickly gives up when we're down a little bit or whatever, and they might still be in the match. They might still be in the arena, but for all intents and purposes, they're not there. You know what I'm saying, right? I think you do. Leave it in the comments if you know what I'm saying. Now, things could have changed. I'm talking about the previous season as opposed to the current season, because I haven't been even involved in the current season, to be honest. I really haven't. So I know they changed the matchmaking system. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's worse. You can't possibly please everyone out there. But I think the people you really have to please are the people who are playing and grinding PvP regularly. The ones that maybe aren't competitive, but they just do it for fun. They just do unranked PvP, and they like to do that, and they do it regularly. And here's my thinking on this, okay? And let me know if you guys agree or disagree. There's no right or wrong here. But if that is your minor leagues, so to speak, that is your place where you... I'm in big trouble. Okay, now I'm okay. That is the place where you basically spawn interest in the game. And people... Nope, I'm dead. But nobody's around, so I'll be okay, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be all right. But the problem is that I'm facing multiple mobs, and I'm a few levels lower. But anyway, here's the point. It's always the lowest denominator that the masses are in anything. In sports, for example, any given sport, there's a lot more people that are not playing organized baseball than there is playing organized baseball. There's a lot more people that are playing unranked PvP or just casual PvP as opposed to not necessarily ranked PvP, but the real pros, the guys who stream, the guys who are in the championships on a regular basis. They're in the minority. They are not the majority of players. They are in the minority. And what's going to get people interested in those things and what's going to grow the game is the basics. The bottom line, the lowest denominator, the minor leagues, so to speak. And if you make that fun, if you make that engaging, if you make that interesting, if you make that challenging, basically, if you make it fun, you're going to be in a situation where you will generate a lot of spectators. And the more spectators, the sport grows, and you're going to attract people into competitive play, etc., etc. So I think that's why it's very important that the lowest denominator, the unranked PvP, is pretty darn good and somewhat fair and somewhat interesting and engaging. Let me know your thoughts. That's just my opinion. So I'm not saying I'm 100% right, not saying 100% wrong, but we all have our thoughts, and it's the convergence of thoughts, it's the convergence of ideas that really spawn good ideas, or great ideas, I should say. And I mean, because the things that are always developed best are kind of things that are done by a community, done by a group where people contribute. Matter of fact, the advertising business, for example, Madison Avenue, so to speak, these are guys that usually formulate copy for ads and formulate visuals for ads and stories for ads as a group. And they kind of come up with the best concepts. Some of them are really goddamn silly. We all know that. But some of them are pretty darn good and catchy. So the fact of the matter is, when you get a group or a convergence of ideas, you usually get the best ideas. That I don't think is quite... That's not debatable, okay? But, I don't know. I think I'm lost again. I love the gliders. The gliders were a great addition to the game, don't you guys think? Leave it in the comments. What do you guys feel about gliders? Good, bad, indifferent, doesn't really matter. Let me know your thoughts. But I just discovered Fort Salma waypoint for like the 94th time. Nice waterfalls. Nice big long trees. Now I'm going to go see this. You see, I was thinking of making a video of all the waypoint, not necessarily waypoints, but the tasks in any given zone, the vistas in any given zone, and the point of interest, how to find them, where to get to them, and even the task, how to do them, etc., etc. And it would just be this huge conglomerate all together and break it down into different zones, every zone of the game, because there is some value into doing that for world exploration, for the benefits you get, or the little trinkets or toys you get at the end of discovering a zone. I think it's a pretty, I don't know, it's a pretty good idea. I know people have done it. I would do it in a little bit more of an entertaining fashion, and it would be also a reference point, the basics in the game. I'd love to do Heart of Thorns, but, oh God, Heart of Thorns, I need like a chauffeur to take me around there, because it's not that the content is hard. That's not what gets me with the Heart of Thorns stuff. It's really just the navigation. It is just very difficult to get around. And you add in the mobs, it just makes it that much more frustrating. I could deal with hard to navigate, but just do away with some of the mobs, or I could deal with tons of mobs and challenging content. Just do away with the difficult navigations with the multiple levels. Got to go through here and go through there, and it's just very, very frustrating when you're faced with both hard to navigate and the multiple mobs. Now, some people might say, well, you get your glider and your bouncers on the mushrooms, etc., etc. It's not as hard, and maybe it's not. But at least with the first zone, they should have let you accumulate that. And then in the second zone, if they wanted to go to town and really kind of, throw this convoluted puzzle at people, fine. But, that's my thoughts. There's no way that anybody can say that Heart of Thorns was a knock the cover ball off the ball kind of success. They can't say it was a complete failure either. I really don't think they can say that. It's had its strengths, which were very, very strong. It had its flaws, which were pretty annoying. Good and bad. If you tend to love the game, if you tend to be a fan of the game, an advocate of the game, an ambassador for the game, so have you, you're going to find the good. You're going to look at the good. That's just human nature. That's just the way it is. If you were kind of so-so about the game, it was something you were trying, chances are you're going to embrace the bad. And, the fact of the matter is you need to have growth. You need to have new people, new blood being infiltrated into the game, because that will keep ArenaNet interested, that will keep them on target, that will keep them up to date with things and constantly developing new content. Because more people, growth in the game means more opportunity to make money, and they're going to be certainly inclined to try to accommodate those people and keep things up to date and add new content to keep them engaged. That's just a fact with any given MMO. Cha-ching, leveling up. Level 21. Thank you for playing. And I get the bonus. I got the bonus. See, that's the reason why you want to discover all the zones. You get that little blue gold box, which really looks kind of cool, don't you think? And, of course, I didn't get a key. I got a charge, but that's okay. Got a transmute charge. Well, this is Luxeley saying, whatever it is by you, morning, afternoon, or night, make sure you make it great. Make it cool. Gonna sign off really soon as I look at my upcoming levels and rewards. Say goodbye, Sindoran. Turn around. Gotta love that armor. It looks pretty cool, I think. What are your thoughts? You like it? I do. Say goodbye. Alright, or just get in a fight stance. Luxley out.